Hello everyone and welcome to this video. It's been a little while. I was a bit busier in real life, a little bit less time for BSSO, but now I'm finally going to play this StorylineQuest, Adapt to Pay to the tree. And yeah, I said this seemed to me like a no fuss horse, the horse I'm riding. But I was like, I really want to decorate Summer Charm. Like that red saddleback, bit of a bright. It really stands out, the color. I was like, I want to use it after all. Here I was a little worried I wasn't gonna make it just before, but I made it anyways. But yeah, and the tail ribbon, I was like, I want to decorate this horse anyways. It looks beautiful, all that red and the leg wraps. And then I bought the Angry Bunny from Jarlaheim, the pet shop from there. It's literally called the Angry Bunny. I thought it was so funny. Beautiful black one, really fits with the color scheme. It's actually red, black, brown, dark brown. Yeah. Well, the yellow star, does it really count? It's with every outfit. I like this. No, Lisa, you're not gonna talk yourself out of this. The creaking sounds, love it. I know I said that before, but I think SSO just did such a great job creating those sounds. That was in general with old SSO. The sounds, they have something so authentic. Yeah, like they were created really authentic. And it has so much its own vibe. Lisa is talking business completely at your service. I like her serious talk. The damn humans. Yeah, but we're not gonna be deceitful today. We're actually gonna serve, and we're actually gonna help. Amazing how roots can reach so far. Of course we'll do. Dearest ancient tree, it's a true honor to receive such a task. I love that. Yeah, how do we do that? With magic, of course we can do it. Tree like, you're gonna do it, right? This is a little doubtful, and I get it with this. Tree is like, figure it out and just get it over with. Just do it. How hard can it be? Yeah, we're just gonna walk on water. These are actually looks quite beautiful like that. But the Soul Riders horses, the Star Breeds, they really need some polishing. They sort of look like horses, but also not. Like the Morgan I'm riding now looks a lot better even. If they can be, yeah, let's say old SSO would remain existing. I'd like all the crusty graphics to stay then. but just like some things could be a bit updated, like horses a bit more polished into something rounder, like especially, oh wow, this beautiful view, I love that. Especially the Soul Riders horses and the Dark Riders horses, they really need some polishing. I love how it's literally just the old model from previous games, like the Season Riders and Starshine Legacy. They were literally just brought back in Star Stable Online. Now, of course, totally updated. Wow, yeah, again, roots reaching that far, wow. But yeah, I wouldn't want for the game to mostly just stay the same graphics, because that's what everybody loves and misses. And if anything of it would be updated, then only because it would become too old for the systems. And maybe just a little bit updated graphics, but not smooth. Like in new SSO, everything is smooth, and I think that may also, it looks better, but perhaps that too took the soul out a bit, and the new sky definitely did as well. It's this old sky and the bloom effect and the rougher graphics that just makes something together. Of course, some quality can be a little bit better, like the stones around those tulips. Okay, that could be a little bit better, but in general, keeping it all the same, only updating whatever is truly needed, and not going further than Generation 2 horses. Maybe making the Generation 1s a bit rounded. Do it like that, but then keep the old graphics forever, unless it's not possible anymore because of the systems. That happens too, that software gets too old for new systems. Oh, this is so interesting. So that is what Aideen did. She used the healing power and then the harp at the same time. The right melody. Yeah, and Lisa's got the right melody now. I love this. Because we already know we're gonna walk over water by magic. Like, so creative. I really love how the old SSO team did all this. Oh, the blue and the white lines, the timelines from history and for the future. Yeah, makes sense, of course. The harp reference is a reference to Aideen. Bottom blue, the sea. Top blue, the sky, the heaven. The green, the luscious green, the nature. And those white lines, different timelines, history, and then now I love that idea behind the flag. See that too about all this, so it is all a bit more profound. It's so meaningful. I really like that. Linda is actually also, her face is really beautiful, and I love those really big glasses on her. Like, I haven't seen many people wear such big glasses, so I like that she has something like that. Glasses that really stand out. Something that makes her style more personal. And Lisa has it with a jacket with her red hair that stands out. Anne has her own style. And Alex too. Alex is just like in her jogging clothes kinda. Which is fine, by the way, no adjustment, nothing like that. she's opposite of Anne. She doesn't really care about fashion while Anne does. I linger a little bit more towards Alex. I do dress a little bit neater, yes. I really like the short dresses. I love wearing short dresses and then just leggings under it. Oh, I love the red saddlebag. Alright, it was a little, well, it wasn't that off topic. Yeah, this one. I think this was the first time that we went to York City. Before the York City Mall, etc. got into the game, or was it the other way around? I don't know anymore. But when I was a little bit afraid that this wasn't going to work, because I got a network error when I got to it, to the museum. And then I was like, no, please let this work. And it did work the second time, but I thought, oh, because all of this, it is a passion project, not for me. I don't know exactly who's behind it all, but yeah, then things can be a little wonky sometimes. So yeah, well, I'm glad that it did work after all. This one day blocker this time, that is not too bad. This is a little bit more of a warehouse. So the museum curator, friends of the councilman's friends. But what if somebody says they are, well, I guess he would call the councilman first then. All the councilmen look similar. Green eyes, a bit gingerish hair. Not that many NPCs have green eyes, right? But I think it's also pretty rare in real life too. I'm just thinking now, I don't think I have ever seen anyone with green eyes in real life. No, I haven't. I think it's quite cool, that color. Oh yeah, this was like, do I walk over to the boxes? But no, you just click them like this. But for a moment I was like, no, my game is stuck. And then I hovered the mouse over the boxes and then I saw, oh, I can click. And then it worked. This is creative. I like how they did this. I could have opened up the other boxes too, but I was like, I don't want my game to crash again. Let's just finish this soon. Of course, we'll return it. And of course, we don't visit this place again after the quest, so I just wanted to check it out a little bit. It looks all quite neat, to be fair. Yeah, really similar textures to the York City Mall. It isn't that much to explore, but you know, it's always fun to just take a little look. Yeah. And then I was done with it. This is one room, but still, new area is always fun. I also think that this is the last storyline quest I get to play in BSSO. But then there's still other fun quests waiting, the winter quests. and a lot in harvest counties, and I haven't unlocked the other place yet. Why didn't it come to my Epona? Haven't unlocked Epona yet either, so there's still stuff to play. It is coming to an end indeed. I think maybe 2 or 3 more months. I think then I'm done then. And then I can start making the comparisons. It's gonna be a bit tricky with some places. Like where we're going now, that is quite tricky to record. Especially how it is in this. In old SSO it's much more rocky. Harder to climb terrain. But what I always can do, if it's too difficult to move around and then record at the same time whilst not being able to see my horse, I can always just make standstills. That works really well as well. For this area, well, this area isn't that much different, because that is now a new SSO. This part is still just there, next to all the new stuff we ride during the Red String Trail ride, but then with updated textures, of course. Yeah, so I think I'll include that as well, and especially like this view. That will be interesting to see that difference when I do old versus new Virgrov. But probably standstills or something, because yeah, it's a bit hard to move around here when being able to see the horse. Without it's even harder. Here comes the dawn. Yeah, first it was here comes the night, and now the dawn. I love that. Opposites. Daybreak and night break. I don't know if that's the right word. So here we get a glimpse of the light I wanted to play in. Well, and I'm happy with that. At least a little glimpse of it. So with this too, getting these melodies, I just took my time. I wanted to look around a little bit. I like this melody, by the way. I think it's very cute. Yeah. This light is just, it's so beautiful. Well, happy to have had a glimpse of it at least. The harp looks beautiful, at least I like that. Sun is already so high, you know, it's still kinda nightly. Yeah, beautiful melody. This was one of the more memorable quests as well. Yeah, really gorgeous spot indeed. I got it. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Yeah, this is kinda too bad. I was like, let it light stay. I want to be able to play in that longer, but no. That doesn't happen, unfortunately. Wow, the sun is much higher here than already. Yeah, you can't stand on it yet. That I thought that. Then went swimming. But I cut that out. But at this point you can't stand on the vibrating energy yet. Okay, and this whole thing, it's so difficult, like not even clicking that little button, but keeping up with Lisa. It's hard to determine the pace, because at some point she all of a sudden steers or swerves off to the left and then to the right again, and all the time I was either too fast or too slow. I failed this a couple of times, but I cut that out. I was like, what pace do I need to? Do I need to trot or canter? But yeah, so this it's beautiful, it's wonderful, but it's not easy. It's a bit of a fuss, but yeah, it is really gorgeous though, really wonderful. It looks so easy just on screen now, but actually doing it is different. Wow though, so creative this. We walk over water, we heal the tree's roots. Wonderful, really beautiful. And then we just reached Golden Hills. It's really beautiful morning light. I played like between 10 and 11 a.m. this morning. Yeah, I just love that. And I'm gonna show you some shots from it. I just love that in all so like, yeah, really distinctive. And here is the result of our work. But you have really distinctive morning lights and afternoon lights and evening and night. There's so much variety in the sky. And now in new SSO, the sky just looks, it's so flat. Especially morning and afternoon, there's not that much of a difference anymore. Biggest difference is when the lamps all turn on and when it starts getting more nightly, but there really isn't that much of a difference in the morning and the afternoon. Not as clear as in this one, and it's a shame really. This sky was so wonderfully gorgeous and it's so full of stars at night. I really want it back. Well, it is still in Aliens Plaza. Just checking the time. I have a few more minutes. I so enjoyed doing this quest. Yeah, it was hard, the part on the water, but I managed it anyways. I think it was the first time too that I thought, or that it was kinda hard to do. But yeah, I'll see whether or not I will get more storyline quests. I think this is maybe it for now, but yeah, there are still things to play. Definitely some GED quests. Yeah, I just gotta continue playing. And of course, since it is winter now, first focusing on Dino Valley. Before I focus on Harvest Counties and Lipono. Or maybe I'll switch a bit, I'll see. And there we go, there we return it again. Could have made a quest with that as well. The Dark Rider stealing the harp, trying to use it for dark purposes. Oh, that would be a good quest. And then we would have to conquer it back. Katja could play it. Yeah. So many ideas, that would be great. Still a little bit of time. Yeah. No longer in depth with the Primeval 3. Wouldn't want that. Yeah, for now it's over, but yeah, we'll see. Well guys, that was then it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Bye!